They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. Escapes the pocket. Catch made by all. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
70 range. Buffalo 18.
Receiver in motion, headed right. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
And they send a man in motion. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tulipulotu in for the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Chap 60, chaps. Let's go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll send their tight end right.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Warriors 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
Richardson on 3rd. Escapes out to the left. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Set go.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brown with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Flush down out to his left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Trying to hit his fullback there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Play action with Richardson. And that one's unsuccessful.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready?
They'll throw again. Richardson. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Ready?
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Ready, ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Bronco.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion.
65 cat, 65 cat. Dragon 60. Go.
Richardson now on second and 10. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Buckle up, it's third and goal.
Go. Ready.
Brown on the inside give. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And on fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. he may get in the run game as well.
Second down now, 7 to go. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. It's the Chargers with a 2nd and 7. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Herbert on 1st down. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, Ray.
From the 17. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, Herbert. He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Herbert back to throw. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Herbert to throw once more. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Set up. Take go.
Now Richardson to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Tag. 70 range. 70 range. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18. Pioneer. Hut, hut.
Back to throw, here's Richardson. On the move, headed right. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Stephanie! Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Hut.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Diving, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Set.
Richardson. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Set.
A give left side to Brown. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go.
Here's Brown again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. And up.
From the 31. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Come on, set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
To the air, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This a 48-yard look for him. Butker knocks it through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Going to Harris to start the half. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. Hits his running back. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Cut out left. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Ready.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Set go.
From the 36. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Motioning left is their running back. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Got it. Ready.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Set. Tracking 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Another try following the sack. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Viking 18, Stephanie.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's looking deep once again. And he makes the... Wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Second down now, 7 to go. Play action now for Herbert. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down. Herbert with a blitz coming. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on second down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Here we go, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Trying again, following the sack. Fits it through the middle. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now trail by just a point in the fourth. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals bring it back to even. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
First and 10, Herbert. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position, because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the...
Put the body on the line for his team.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
21. Whoa.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing now, Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it, and he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
60.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals with a little more work to do to win it here. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Ready? Set, go.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Warriors, 70. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw it. Has a man. It's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go. Hut.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Setting up to pass. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Set up. 18 run. 18 run. Lion. Ready.
Throwing now. Getting out to his left. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Set. 21.
Back to throw. Gets this one to Harris. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go. Set.
Here he is to throw. That's incomplete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. They send a man in motion. Herbert to throw once more. Throw caught at the 6. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Sag, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Street, street. Come 19, come 19. Get up.
Richardson. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So second down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Go.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Cincinnati.